I don't know how many of you have been following what's been going on with Nerd Block recently. Someone left a comment on my horror block video, and they basically said either Nerd Block has gone out of business or they're in the process of going out of business. So I went to Nerd Block's Facebook page, and it doesn't look good. There's a lot of people on there asking a lot of questions, and they're not getting any answers. Nerd Block, they don't reply to comments anymore on their Facebook page, and I believe you can't even send them a private message right now on Facebook. I think they disabled that. People have been trying to call them. They're not answering their phones. And I didn't even know that Nerd Block had actual physical stores that you could go to. But apparently those stores are even right now not open. So there's lots of rumors going around that they have shut down. I mean, I've seen lots of rumors on their Facebook page. Anything from they've been sold, they went bankrupt. I heard that the last few blocks they put out were really bad because supposedly Nerd Block was cleaning out their warehouse, getting rid of their old inventory. So when the new people come in, they can just, start fresh. Like I said, right now it's just all rumors. Nobody's getting any answers. I guess if you go to Nerd Block's website right now, there's a message that says that they're down for scheduled maintenance and they will be back online soon. Okay, now that could be true, but the only thing with that, if they were down for maintenance, then why is nobody from Nerd Block replying to people on Facebook? And why is no one answering their phones when people try calling them? I know a lot of people are upset right now. For me, I've been with Nerd Block. I've only been getting the horror block. I've been getting that the same amount of time that I've been getting Box of Dread. I signed up with both of those at the same time. So it's been a few years I've been getting horror block. And speaking of horror block, my last horror block video was a complete disaster as far as titling the video and what actual month that horror block was for. And here's the thing, I've said it in numerous videos that one of my big pet peeves when it comes to doing unboxing videos is when people don't put the right month in the title of their video. Well, apparently I did that, my last horror block video. I thought it was July's box, but I was informed that it was actually June's box, and July's box was going to be late, and from what I understand, it had something to do with that whole printing issue of a t-shirt back in May. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with that whole deal. But I do remember getting an email from Nerd Block not too long ago. I've deleted it since. But it said something to the effect of that the next blocks coming out, that the value of the boxes themselves are going to be more than they ever have been in the past. So I don't know what's going on with that either. I've also noticed if you go to Nerd Block's Facebook page, there's a subscription box company on there running their mouth about Nerd Block. Now, I'm not going to say the name of this company because, quite honestly, it's just not worth it. But they're on there running their mouth, taking this opportunity to kick them while they're down. And I've only had one experience with this particular company. I did an unboxing. They put out I think it was a horror-themed box one time, and I did a video for it. And I was not impressed at all. And I even said in that video that I wasn't impressed. And I will say that was probably the worst box I've ever done a video for. So for this particular company to go on Nerd Block right now and just, bash them while they're down, I think is pretty sad and pathetic. And I understand what they're doing. They're doing two things right now. The main thing they're doing is they probably figure if Nerd Block is going out of business, they're going to swoop in and steal all of these angry Nerd Block subscribers and get them to join their company. I get that, and that's fine. But the other thing is they know that Nerd Block right now, they're not answering anybody's comments on Facebook, and they're not deleting any of the negative comments. So this particular company, they feel big and brave going on their page right now and, just running their mouth. And that's pretty sad and pathetic because, like I said, I did a video for one of their boxes and it was just nothing special. And there's another subscription box company, and I use the word company very loosely in this situation because I think it's just one person doing this out of their mommy and daddy's basement. But this person is notorious for bashing horror block. Now, this person started up a horror themed box. And every single time Horror Block comes out with the box, this person goes out of their way to bash it. And they say stuff like, I used to subscribe to Horror Block a long time ago, but I stopped subscribing because they just put garbage in their boxes. So I started my own box, and we put only high quality products in our box. Hard to find items. So you should just subscribe to my box. And this has been going on for well over a year with this individual and their little quote-unquote company. Every single month Horror Block comes out, they got something smart to say about it. And it's funny to me because I have yet to see one single unboxing video for this person's so-called company. So that kind of tells you all you need to know about them. As far as I'm concerned, you should let your box do the talking for you. You should let the quality of the items in the box do the talking for you. And better yet, let your happy, satisfied customers do the talking for you. Because if you have happy, satisfied customers, word-of-mouth advertising is a big deal as far as these unboxing videos go on YouTube. Word-of-mouth advertising does work. I've seen it work. So, until that happens, shut your pie hole. And the last thing I'm going to say about this so-called company is, it's kind of funny, considering what's going on right now with Nerd Block. I would have assumed that this individual would be all over social media, their Facebook page, whatever, taking this opportunity to bash Nerd Block, just like that other company is. And since they're not doing that, I can only assume that their mommy and daddy probably cut off their Wi-Fi to the basement, so they probably don't have internet access right now. So that's what I think about that. And back to my last Horror Block video. If you watched that, or you watched anybody's Horror Block video from, last month, there wasn't a book in there, which is kind of strange because they always put a book in there. Well, and since I've been learning all this stuff about what's going on with Nerd Block, maybe they didn't put a book in there because they figured maybe they wouldn't be around for another box. So maybe they just figured it wasn't worth putting a book in there. I don't know. Until they come out with an official statement, it's all going to be rumors, and no one's really going to know what's going on. I personally hope they stick around, but if they do end up shutting down, whatever, I'll just find a different horror box to subscribe to. I really wish Loot Crate would put out a horror box. I would be all over that. I subscribe to their Slam Crate box, and I really love it, so if they ever decide to do a horror-themed box, I will definitely be all over it. It's really sad right now, too. If Nerd Block goes away, as far as the horror community goes, because there's really not a whole lot out there right now as far as horror boxes go. So, if they shut down, that kind of sucks. For the most part, I liked Horror Block. They were my favorite for a long time, basically up until I started getting Slam Crate, then Slam Crate's my favorite. But, to be perfectly honest, Horror Block hasn't been that great for quite a while, so, if this is the end, then so be it. They had a pretty good run for a long time, so, which is more than I can say for some other companies.